Hello friends, today we will discuss about some examples. So first of all, example number 23. Now, see the question. An infinite line charge produces a field of 9 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per coulomb at a distance of 2 cm. Calculate the linear charge density. Right. So here electric field is given 9 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per coulomb. So E is equals to 9 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per coulomb at a distance of 2 cm. So here R is equals to 2 cm. So 0.02 meter. We have to calculate the linear charge density, which is lambda. So we know the formula: electric field E is equals to 2k lambda upon R. So lambda is equals to ER upon 2k, right? If we formulate lambda, then lambda is equals to ER upon 2k. Value of electric field 9 into 10 raised to 4, distance 0.02 upon 2, value of k 9 into 10 raised to 9. So after the calculation you will get answer 10 into 10 raised to minus 7, and the unit of lambda is coulomb meter inverse, right? So this is very easy example. If we know the formula, then we can easily find out the value of lambda, right? So we know the formula: E is equals to 2k lambda by R. So lambda is equals to ER upon 2k. Now as we put the value of electric field, distance R and k, we get lambda is equals to 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb meter inverse, right? Then example number 24. Now see, two large thin metal plates are parallel and close to each other. On their inner faces, the plates have surface charge density of opposite signs and of magnitude 17 into 10 raised to minus 22. So here surface charge density sigma is equals to 10 raised to 17 into 10 raised to minus 22 coulomb per meter square. Then what is the electric field in the outer region of the first plate, second outer region of the second plate, and between the plate? So we have to find out the electric field at outer region of first plate, second plate, and electric field between two plates. So now see friends, this is the plates. This is the first plate and this is, so this plate having surface charge density plus sigma, and this plate having surface charge density minus sigma. So we know that sigma is equals to Q by A. So here surface charge density is positive. So here there is a positive charge and here there is a negative charge, right? So we have to find out electric field on the outer side of plate 1, plate 2, and between the plate. So this is the first plate and this is the second plate. So we know that electric field on the outer side of first plate. So here consider these are the point which is outside the first plate. This is the point which is outside the second plate, and this is the point which is between the two plates. Right. So here these three places we have to find out the electric field, right? So we know that electric field is due to the charge, right? And we also know that for positive charge the direction of electric field is outward, and for negative charge inward, right? So here we have to define the direction of electric field at this point. So we know that electric field is due to positive charge, so for plate 1, and electric field due to negative charge on plate 2, right? So here at this point A, this is point B, and this is point C. Now here at this point we have to define the direction of electric field, right? So here see, for plate 1, here there is a positive charge, so the direction of positive charge, or we can say the direction of electric field due to positive charge, is in outward direction. So here there is plus Q charge, so electric field is outward, so like this. And for right hand side the electric field is in outward direction, so like this. So here suppose there is positive charge, so electric field are outward, like left hand side. So here electric field due to plate 1 is like this, left hand side, so E1. Now at point B electric field is outside, so like this, outside, so this is E1, right? Now at point C electric field is in outside direction, or we can say outward direction, so E1. So here we define the direction of electric field, right, due to this first plate. Now due to the second plate, see here on second plate there is negative charge, so negative charge is there, so there is a inward direction. So see here friends, this is the plate having a negative charge, so the direction is inward, so like this, inward. And for right hand side the direction of electric field is inward, so like this, left hand side. So here there is negative charge, so the direction of electric field is in inward direction, so like this, inward. So at this point A the direction is like this, so E2 electric field due to the second plate. Here at this point like this, E2, right, inward. Now at C point there is negative charge, so inward, so like this, inward, E, right? So these are the direction of electric field. Now we know the formula of electric field. Electric field E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0, right? So here we have to find out electric field at point at point A, at point B, and electric field at point C. So first of all, electric field at point A, which is outside the plate 1. So electric at point A, EA, is equals to, now see here, EA is equals to E1 plus E2, right? So A is equals to E1 plus E2. Now we know the formula of electric field. Electric field E is equals to sigma upon epsilon 0, sigma upon 2 epsilon 0, right? So electric field due to this sheet is sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. But see here, E1. So this E1 is on direction of x-axis, but it is towards negative x-axis. So minus I cap, right? Because the direction of E1 is left hand side, so minus I cap, plus E2 sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Here E2 is right hand side, so I cap. So here there is minus, So minus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap. So here cancel. So electric field at point A, electric field at point A is equals to 0, right? Now outside this second field, that means electric field at point C. So EC is equals to E1 plus E2. Now see friends, E1 is in positive x direction. So E1 sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 into I cap plus E2 is in negative x direction. So sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 minus I cap. So this is plus and this is minus. So electric field at point C is equals to EC is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap plus minus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap. So here minus plus cancel. So electric field at point C is 0. Now between these two plates, that means electric field at point B, which is between these two plates, or we can say two seats. So EB is equals to E1 plus E2. Now the E1 and E2, the direction of E1 and E2 are same in positive x direction. So E1 sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap, because both are in positive x direction. So sigma plus 2 epsilon 0 I cap plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap. That gives EB is equals to 2 sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 I cap. That gives here 2 cancel. So sigma upon epsilon 0 I cap. So value of sigma 17 into 10 raised to minus 22. And value of epsilon 0 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. So if you calculate this, then you will get answer 1.9 into 10 raised to minus 10. 1.9 into 10 raised to minus 10 Newton per Coulomb. Right? So you have to remember that electric field between these two sheets, or you can say two plates, is sigma upon epsilon 0. Right? You have to remember that electric field outside the first sheet or plate is 0. Electric field outside the second plate is also 0. But electric field between these two plates, or we can say these two sheets, is sigma upon epsilon 0, and the direction is in positive x. Right? So you have to remember this formula. Right? So here you have to draw the direction of electric field properly. If you made mistake in the direction of electric field, then the calculation will be wrong. Right? So take care. Okay. So this is the example number 24. Right? Now we move forward to our next example, which is illustration number 11. Right? So Now, illustration number 11. See the question. The electric field components in the figure are Ex is equals to alpha x raised to 1 by 2. So here Ex is given. Ex is equals to alpha x raised to 1 by 2. Ey and Ez is equals to 0. Ey is equals to Ez is equals to 0. That means the direction of electric field in the x-axis, right? And here electric field is positive, so the direction of electric field is in positive x-axis, in which alpha is equals to 100, alpha is equals to 800 Newton per Coulomb, meter raised to 1 by 2. So calculate first one, the flux through the cube. So we have to find out the flux phi, and second one, the charge within the cube. So we have to find out the charge Q, and assume that A is equals to 0.1 meter. So here A is equals to given 0.1 meter, and here the figure will be like this. Right, this distance is given. This distance is A. This is also A, right? Now, here we know that the direction of electric field is in positive x-axis, like this. Right. Now, here we have to find out the electric flux. Now we know that flux phi is equals to Ea cos theta. Right. So first of all, we have to define the direction of area vector. Now see, for this surface, this is the first surface, set number 1. So for this surface, the area vector is in outward direction, right? Like this. Now for this one, second surface, the area vector is in like this outward, which is in left hand side A. For this surface, the area vector is outward like this. For this surface, the area vector is like this. So here, see friends, here for this surface and this surface, the angle between E and A is 90. So if the angle between E and A is 90, then we know that the flux will be 0, right? Now for this surface, number 1, the direction of E and A are same, so theta will be 0. So we have to calculate flux for the surface 1. Now for surface 2, the direction of E and A are opposite, so theta will be pi. So cos pi is equals to -1. So flux will be there. So we have to calculate the flux for this surface 1 and for this surface 2, right? So for this two surface, we have to find out the flux. So flux for this surface 1, so E electric flux for surface 1, which is phi 1, right? So phi 1 is equals to Ea cos 0. Value of cos 0 is 1, that means Ea, right? Now here we know the area. The length is A, so area is A into A, so A square. So phi 1 is equals to EA square. Right. Now electric flux for surface 2. So electric flux for surface 2, that means phi 2. Now see here friends, for this surface the direction of E and A are opposite, so theta will be pi. So phi 2 is equals to EA cos theta, which is pi. Cos pi is equals to -1, so minus EA. The area is A into A square, right? So minus EA square, right? So here the flux for surface 1 is EA square, but we know the value of electric field. Electric field Ex, which is in direction of x-axis, is alpha x raised to 1 by 2, right? So here we have to put the value of E, that is alpha x raised to 1 by 2. So here value of E, alpha x raised to 1 by 2 into A square, right? Now for this surface 1, here this is the surface 1. So here this distance x is, see here friends, for this surface the distance from the origin is A plus this distance A. So total distance is A plus A, 2A. So here the value of x is 2A. Again, here the value of electric field is alpha x raised to 1 by 2. So E alpha x raised to 1 by 2 into A square. But the value of x, which is the distance between origin to this surface. So the distance is A plus this distance A. So A plus A, 2A. So here we can write that alpha total distance 2A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. Right. Now here this is the equation number 1. Right. 5. Now we calculate for phi 2. Minus value of E alpha x raised to 1 by 2 into A square. Now see friends, the value of x for surface 2. See here this is the surface 2. So here the distance from origin to this surface is A, right? So value of x is A. So minus alpha x A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. So this is the equation number 2. That means phi 2. Right. Now we have to find out total flux. So total flux phi is equals to phi 1 plus phi 2. So value of phi 1 is here, alpha 2A raised to 1 by 2, like this, alpha 2A raised to 1 by 2 into A square, plus, but phi 2 is minus, so minus alpha A raised to 1 by 2 into A square, like this, right? So here we put the value of phi 1 and phi 2. Phi 1 alpha 2A raised to 1 by 2 into A square plus phi 2, but phi 2 is negative, so plus minus minus alpha A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. Now here friends, alpha A raised to 1 by 2 A square common, right? So here phi is equals to, here alpha into A raised to 1 by 2 common into A raised to 1 by 2 into A square common. So here alpha A raised to 1 by 2 and A square are common. So what is remaining part? 2 raised to 1 by 2. That means root 2 minus here alpha A raised to 1 by 2 A square are common. So 1. So flux phi is equals to alpha here A raised to 1 by 2 plus 2. So 1 by 2 plus 2, that gives 5 by 2. Root 2 1.41 minus 1. Right. So flux phi is equals to, we know the value of alpha 800. A raised to 1 by 2, the value of A is 0.1 raised to 5 by 2. Right. 1.41 minus 1, that means 0.41. Again, alpha as it is, A raised to 1 by 2 plus 2, that gives 5 by 2. Root 2 1.41 minus 1. Alpha 800, value of A is 0.1 raised to 5 by 2 into 0.41. Now here, to find out 0.1 raised to 5 by 2, you have to separate this like this. See here. 0.1 raised to 5 by 2, that means 0.1 raised to 5 into 1 by 2. Right. So first of all, you have to find out 0.1 5 times, and then you have to find out square root of the answer of it. Right. So after the calculation, you will get flux phi is equals to flux phi is equals to 1.048, like this, 1.048. Right. The unit of flux is Newton meter square per coulomb. Right. Now we have to find out charge. So we know the formula. Phi is equals to Q by epsilon 0. So Q is equals to phi into epsilon 0. Value of phi 1.048. Epsilon 0 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. So after the calculation, you will get charge Q is equals to 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 12. Minus 12 coulomb. Right. So this is very easy example, but you have to remember the formula of flux. Right. Once again, here see. For this surface 1 and surface 2, flux will be there because the direction of E and A. For first surface, E and A are in same direction. For second, E and A are in opposite direction. For other surface, E and A are perpendicular, so flux will be 0. So we have to find out flux for surface 1 and 2. So for 1, EA cos 0 because direction are same. So EA square. But E alpha x raised to 1 by 2 into A square. But value of x is the distance from origin to the first surface. So A plus A, that gives 2A. So alpha as it is, value of x 2A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. Now for surface 2, the direction of E and A are in opposite direction. So phi 2 is equals to EA cos phi. Value of cos phi minus 1. So phi 2 is equals to minus EA. That means minus E A square. So minus value of E alpha x raised to 1 by 2 into A square as it is. Value of x, distance from origin to the second surface. So this distance is A. So minus alpha, the value of x is A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. So total flux phi 1 plus phi 2. Phi 1 alpha 2A raised to 1 by 2 into A square plus, but flux for surface 2 is negative, so plus minus minus alpha A raised to 1 by 2 into A square. Here alpha A raised to 1 by 2 into A square common. So the remaining part is root 2 because 2 raised to 1 by 2 is root 2 minus 1. Alpha, value of alpha is 800, value of A 0.1 raised to 1 by 2 plus 2, that is 5 by 2 into 0.4. So to find out 0.1 raised to 5 by 2, so you have to separate this 5 by 2, that gives 5 into 1 by 2. So you have to find out 0.1 raised to 5, that means 0.1 5 times, right? And After you find out 0.1 raised to 5, you have to find out square root of it. Then if you put the value of 0.1 raised to 5 by 2 here and multiply by 800 into 0.41, then you get flux phi is equals to 1.048. Then flux phi is equals to q by epsilon 0. So charge q is equals to phi into epsilon 0. So after you put the value of phi and epsilon 0, you will get the charge 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 12 coulomb. Okay, thank you.